The Owen James Report is
brought to you by
JMMB.
It's easy at JMMB.
Your best interest at heart.
I believe I can be anything I want to be. I can succeed in this reality with JMMB. Growth and security, the right solutions for me, and all I need to know.
It's easy at JMMB.
For a financial plan you can afford to live with, schedule your free no-obligation goal conversation and discover how the JMMB difference can work for you. Call 998-JMMB or text the word plan to 822-JMMB.
It's easy at JMMB.
Your best interest at heart.
Good evening. This is the Owen James Report. Latest official trade figures show that Jamaica's trade deficit within the 11-month period, January to November last year, fell by 4% to $3.9 billion when compared to a corresponding period in 2013. So what triggered this slight reduction in the deficit? Well, according to the Statistical Institute, though earnings from exports fell by $109 million or 7.5%, this was mitigated by a decline of $279.6 million in spending on imports, mainly due to falling oil prices. Barry O'Brien, the outgoing Chief Executive Officer of Digicel, has suggested that the Jamaican private sector should question and challenge any additional taxation that may be levied on businesses during this budget cycle, as additional taxes on businesses could restrict investments in Jamaica. O'Brien, who addressed the members of the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica at its first corporate mingle in downtown Kingston yesterday, noted that businesses are operating under tight financial constraints in challenging economic times with a weakening dollar and reduced consumer purchasing power. He charged that Digicel's customers are subject to paying tax 3 times, with a GCT rate of 25% on top-up, plus a special call tax of 40 cents per minute, as well as GCT on the telephone call itself. On the foreign exchange market, both the benchmark American dollar as well as its Canadian counterpart strengthened against the Jamaican dollar. However, the British pound held firm. The greenback gained 5 Jamaican cents, closing at an average selling rate of $115.64, whilst the Canadian dollar strengthened by 39 Jamaican cents to close at $92.64. However, sterling held firm at $178.63 Jamaican. News on the Jamaican stock market now. We're on a day of moderate activity which saw 751,000 shares changing hands. Losses by Sagicor Group, Lime, and several junior market companies triggered falls in the indices. The main JC index dipped 33 points, or 0.04%. 25 stocks traded, with 7 advancing, 11 declining, and 7 holding firm. Winners included Cargo Handlers up 10.6%, DNG, Gleaner up almost 12%, Mayberry and Scotia Group. The losers included Caribbean Producers, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Lasco Financial Services Lime, and Sagicor Group Jamaica. Dr. William Lawrence, author of the book Business Renewal and Performance in Jamaica, yesterday participated in a bell-ringing ceremony at the Jamaica Stock Exchange. General Manager of the Jamaica Stock Exchange, Marlene Street Forrest, praised the book, which she said could assist in providing an effective roadmap for firms to recover from organizational decline. Now finally, in our business intelligence feature, there are certain unwritten rules in business which, when violated, have long-term negative effect. When a senior executive of one company attempts to get a competitive edge by using social media to blame another company for a tragedy beyond its control, that's neither smart nor ethical. Used smartly, social media can be an asset. Used unwisely, it's a liability. And that's the Owen James Report. Good evening.
The Owen James Report was brought to you by
JMMB.
It's easy at JMMB.
Your best interest at heart.